March the 21st, 2023. This will be our third Charlie's Place spring video. If you've seen our last video, video number 2, we were over straight across there. Hard to see now through the timber, but that's Joe's feeder. And Gander Lake out there to the left. One of the southern or northern tips. One of the northern tips of Charlie's Place. Once again, where I'm standing here now is, I don't want to be too sentimental, but you can feel the culture here. You can feel the spiritual vibes. This is actually where I'm standing, where my pop and nan, Francis, had the cabin. They actually lived here, and my aunt was born here. And of course, Pop Francis, Grant Francis, direct descendant from Charlie Francis, who landed in this area in the mid 1800s or early 1800s. Beautiful land. You wouldn't say there was much here now. Just out there now, I don't know if you can see, but there's a large clearing out there. All grass. Goes on for about, I don't know, 200 or 300 feet. And that's where they would have had a bit of livestock now, and their horses they used, and chickens, and once again, a very, very spiritual place. Just stopped on the machine here to get this video and to have a little snack. I never looked near far today because we won't be staying very long. We got a lot of videos to do and a lot of marten snag traps to put out, fur snag traps. So I had a quick peanut butter biscuit with some chaga tea and half a sandwich. And you know, I take this for granted, I guess, but you know, just look at the size of that. Towers. And that's all around here, everywhere. The birds coming over, coming back now, taking over. Huge apps, birch, fir, spruce, the whole works. And the sad thing is that the drilling company now and the mining company, Newfound, has little to no respect for any of this native territory, and they were actually going to try to drill right in this area. You know, and Joe's feeder is, I know it's unscheduled, but it is a salmon tributary. Salmon do go in there, and you know, you got Beothuk. You know, when Charlie came here, the Beothuk was just moved out because they were stressed that much they had to return back to Red Indian Lake, regroup. And we all know what the result of that was. And the maritime archaic, they're extinct. Like I mentioned in the previous video, this is a Rama Bay chirp we found here, all in this area. Comes from northern Labrador. So, you know, you gotta have some respect. I know we're not in no way anti-mining or anti-development. But this is our only little bit of territory we got left, and especially, you know, you're talking about people burial and spiritual sites like this, and people born here, and once again, you know, we're supposed to be in the modern times, because like I said, we all know what happened to the Beothuk, we know what happened to the maritime archaic, drove to extinction, slaughtered, murdered, and you know, we're supposed to be civilized now, but you watch the news. You know, every single day there's something coming out. Indigenous women and the children being found in the grave sites, and the abuse that they endure, and they probably still endure because they're, you know, it's generational. The stresses and the anxiety and the memories. No wonder people, when they grew up, they didn't want to establish yourself or admit that they were indigenous. But now a new day is dawned. I think now with UNDRIP and the free, prior, informed consent, and you know, and just the state of our biodiversity and our habitat here. You know, I mean, every time we turn around, there's a bulldozer coming, and there's a forwarder coming, or there's a harvester coming. You know, right around this lake, you're talking about drinking water here for over 15,000 people. And not only indigenous, you know, people, we got our cabins here, we got a livelihood here, the economy is, you know, we give back, pay taxes, and go on, hunting, trapping, fishing. So, sorry to babble on, but it's just a very important area. This place is only 110 square kilometers between two rivers, northwest and southwest, and that beautiful lake. Man, come on. So we don't want no sandworms. That's the moral of the story. You know, they can do it somewhere else, or right in back in Appleton now doing their thing, so we want to leave this, and it's in the mandates of these companies to give back. So what an opportunity to make the good news story for everyone here. Protect this bit of country that we have and our culture for future generations. Okay, we'll see you on the pond at the next video. All the best.